to shine light straight down.
Yeah, you won't want to lose any fingers.
Well, I don't cut here, but I do some writing here, and I also have to be able to peel the designs off of the stick board, and if you can't see it, you can't get it pulled up just right. I've torn 2 of them already. That's what I said.
Why do you have no light?
The apartment that we live in does not have any built-in lights. You have to bring your own.
So you're not an electrician in any way, right?
Oh, wait a minute. How the heck am I in 2 hangouts at the same time?
Well, you're not. One of them's on YouTube being broadcast as a stream, and one of them is a hangout.
No, actually, I'm in Nadia's hangout and your all's at the same time, but I didn't think it would let me do that under the same account.
Sometimes it does. I've noticed that, but I just close one of them. Whichever one you don't want to be in, close.
Yeah, I'll be closing one here momentarily.
No, go do it now before even thinking about it.
Okay.
There's no momentarily about anything.
Okay, now I figured it out. Catch y'all later. Since there's no debate going on, I'm going to head over to Juicy's room. Y'all have a great day, and God bless. There we go.
Good man.
Good man, Jimbo.
I am that, too. Yeah, that's the ticket.
So, Jim, tell us how it is.
And from the powerful secret searchlight atop police headquarters flashes a giant cone of light, etching an eerie symbol against the sky. Hang on just a second. I gotta.
You notice that it says eerie symbol?
Yep, it is an eerie symbol. That's why Batman uses it. To scare the crap out of the criminals.
That is an untrue statement.
There we go.
I say that is an untrue statement because that is not why it's an eerie symbol.
That's not what?
He doesn't use an eerie symbol as a way to scare the criminals.
Oh, really? Why does he use it?
Well, it's not an eerie symbol to Batman.
It's not. But it is an eerie symbol to those criminals.
No, because he doesn't have... If it was, that he wouldn't have to leave his lair and go and find them. He would just have to flash the symbol. It would be eerie. The criminals would see it. They'd be all eeried out, and they would stop. But
no,
he still has to leave. He still has to leave. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let Batman's symbol finish. He still has to leave the lair in his Batmobile and go and find these people and, you know, deliver a little bit of the old Batman kind of, you know, kapow, bam, and the pow, and the bam, and the pow, 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 bam, 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 pow, 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 pow. Right?
Whoa!
Oh, we caught you just in time. What'd you do?
Nothing.
Okay, so what do you think of that?
That's of the classic Batman era.
What is
The that.
the that? Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, that. All right. That.
Yep.
Now, if you look at the symbol on that Batman's chest,
Yes.
it's very similar to the one on your arm, right?
Yep.
And also,
Almost identical.
if you look at the symbol on if you look at the Erie symbol, the Erie symbol is also similar to the one on your arm, right?
Somewhat. That's an older, probably mid 50s.
Okay, let's examine the differences.
Oh, let's do that, shall we?
All right. Shall we do that like today, or would you like to postpone?
Well, I'm happy with doing it today. I'm working.
Oh, okay, how about right now?
Well, let's do it.
All right, lean back.
Well, I mean, golly, there ain't much difference. It's the yellow one versus that one.
Well, let's have a look. Why are you so anxious not to?
I'm not anxious at all. I'm in the middle of doing
Come to
something.
the camera.
Can you not see it?
Sit still, and let's have a look. Okay, we got that one. Now don't move. Don't
Hurry
move.
up.
Don't move, because I wanted to still compare that one on your arm to this guy.
Sydney, I ain't got all day.
Looks like this guy's a lot more a lot closer, huh?
I'm trying to
Jim-
make
Jim's
me a
got
light so I can see what the heck am I doing.
Jim's got a very short attention span. Sorry, everybody. Jim, do you need to go back to your sandbox? What's going on?
Oh, I don't need to go back to the sandbox. I'm good. Hey, Juicy, you ever hear from Kevin on what's going on with Donna?
Nope, I haven't heard from him yet. Been a couple of days.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried.
That scares me. Because generally, if they had any good news, you'd be hearing from them.
Yep.
How about this one?
Yeah, that's from the classic TV show from the 60s.
Is this the one do you connect with this one, or which of the ones do you connect with?
I connect with all of them.
How can you connect with all of them? There's only one true Batman, sir. The original, the source.
Well, yeah, there's only one Batman. I'll give you that.
That's right. Now, that would be which one? Would that be this guy here?
Like I said, I connect with all of them.
But what would be the original one?
Well, you haven't even seen the original one.
Okay, so this one isn't. This one that I'm showing isn't.
DC Comics number 7 or 8, I believe it was.
Okay, what are we looking at here? What generation?
That's 60s, 60s, 70s.
All right. So the closest we've got to the earliest, then, we have to go with this one here.
Okay, hang on a second.
Right? You said the 50s. This one.
Yep, that just about do it. I love making things from scratch.
So we have a Erie symbol. That's about the earliest one we have, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay,
That's
so
the
now
earliest one that you have. That's not from the very first.
I do understand that, but that's the earliest one I can come up with today.
Right.
Now. So, what is it? We're back to square one with your piddly little explanation. None of us buys that one. Okay. about
As what?
scaring the criminal. That's nonsense.
Really? Well, I'm just so terrified that you don't buy that, Sidney.
I'm not really
What?
trying
I
to.
ain't selling, so that's okay then.
Well, I'm not really trying to terrify you or anything. Sorry, I'm sorry if I do. Really.
Well, no, you didn't terrify me, sir. No problem there.
Well, honestly, it wasn't intentional. If I did.
I know. It's all good.
But what I don't understand
don't
is
really-
if you're such a fan, if you're such a
Freak you out by destroying your position on atheism either, so it's all good.
No. I just want to understand something. If you're such a fan of Batman, how come you're not a fan of Batman and sort of pursue the Batman end of it instead of using Batman to get younger people who are interested in Batman? You try and get them through Batman to Jesus, and then you drop Batman. And I find that difficult to understand.
I don't know why.
Could you explain?
Certainly. Because it's not about Batman. It's about getting these kids to understand that there is truth. There is absolute truth, and that the God of creation, the God of the Bible, is behind that absolute truth. Because Batman is the world's greatest detective, I love using that as an in. Number one, because kids love it. I worked at the children's church last night. Matter of fact, I think I may have got hornswoggled into doing a kids camp later on this summer. Anyway, let me get this in here real quick. When you're talking to kids, number one, you want to grab their attention with something that's interesting to them. Well, you know, kids love superheroes. Heck, I'm a big kid at heart. I love superheroes. So I talked to them about Batman. I talked to them about my fascination for Batman, why I've collected Batman stuff all my life, and that my wife's name is Robin, and that Batman's the world's greatest detective. And that pretty much does it. Come on, darn it, get in there.
Okay, all right. Let me get to the bottom of this. On your arm, you've got eerie symbol.
I've got what?
The eerie symbol.
Well, that's what this cartoon's calling it. Yeah.
Well, it's a very very early edition Batman clip. And this is really what used to happen. This is how he used to get summoned, right? You know the story. You know how Batman.
How you used to get what?
He used to get summoned by the police commissioner if there was crime in progress.
Yep, that's how it happened.
So it's got nothing to do with scaring the criminals, okay?
No, that does. Because when the criminals saw that light hitting the sky, they knew that Batman had been alerted, and they had to run like heck.
They wouldn't see it because they would be inside the building already. They wouldn't see the...
You've never done any crime, have you, Sidney? You always have a lookout.
Are you saying you have done crime?
No, sir, I wouldn't say anything to that sort of effect or nothing.
Okay, well, let's say we don't want to talk about the small little symbol that is attached to your right arm, okay? It's kind of doesn't make any sense at all. You got this huge symbol. You got this huge symbol. All the sense in the world,
don't you?
You got this huge symbol on the screen, on your screen, with a like a danger sign through it. Don't have sex. Don't have sex.
No, it says no homosexual sex.
Oh, don't give me this bullshit.
No
There's no difference. There's no difference. There's no difference between homosexual sex and heterosexual sex and polysexual sex. And
really? You really don't know anything about sex, then, do you, Sidney?
Well, not the way you do, I guess.
Sidney, there is a world of difference between homosexual sex and heterosexual sex. Heterosexual sex is the way we were designed to enjoy God's gift of sex. Yeah, I think that's going to work nicely. Okay, yeah.
You haven't lost your train of thought, have you?
Nope.
Okay.
Like I was telling the other guy when I was in the other room, you guys are lightweights. I can do
no. Don't.
at the same time.
I'm looking at that symbol and it says to me, "Don't have sex."
It appears to you what?
That symbol that you have, like across fully 1/3 of your screen, with a like a line through it. It's a red circle with a line through it, and to me, the message from that circle with a line through it is don't have sex.
No, it means don't have homosexual sex.
What is the difference between homosexual sex and heterosexual
Sydney, if
sex?
I have to explain it to you, buddy, you got some problems.
Well, are you as a person who people come to for exactly that, for answers to questions? Are you unable to face somebody asking you a question?
No, sir, but I've never had anybody as stupid of your age that doesn't know the difference between heterosexual sex, the way God designed us to be, and homosexual sex, a perversion of nature, a perversion of biology, and a perversion of nature's God. Let me ask you real quick.
Are you scared of sex?
Do you understand, Sydney, how biology works?
Are you scared of sex?
I'm not scared of sex at all. As a matter of fact, I enjoyed it quite a bit. I'm asking you, Sydney.
Yeah, but how long has it been? How long has it been since you've been?
How does biology work?
Since you've been.
Hold on a second, Hillbilly. How does biology work? Let's see. How many mates did you have while you were married, Hillbilly?
It works for male.
How many affairs did you have while you were married? How does biology work?
It works for male and female.
Why can't you answer questions when you ask
It's irrelevant. Them? You know, you can go out and wreck a car. That doesn't mean you can't tell people, hey, it's
Hold
wrong.
on a second. You're wearing Batman. You're wearing Batman, and you're telling people not to have sex at the same time. I think you're open to legal action by DC Comics or somebody.
Sydney, I'm telling people not to.
No, you're spreading hatred. You're spreading hatred.
Well, think what you like. I don't really care.
I'm not thinking on this. I'm saying this aloud, live. Hangouts on air. Sydney Winston says that Christian Hillbilly is spreading hatred.
And Christian Hillbilly is saying that if it's hatred, to explain to everybody on the planet that we were designed to function in a specific way for the biological purposes of our God-given bodies, well then just call me a hater. Because I'm going to speak the truth. I don't care if you like it or not, it is the truth.
Okay, that brings me to my next little. It's a very good segue. I like the way you did that. I must congratulate you.
Thank you,
Jim. That was brilliant. But that brings me to my next little subject that I want to bring up. The way you said that was actually fantastic. Okay. Anyway.
Okay. What's next?
The next one is the one that you indirectly brought up yourself.
Indirectly brought up what?
Well, I mean, once I got your attention, maybe we'll get you involved.
Sir, I'm involved. Like I said, I can do 3 or 4 different things.
Oh, can you read?
Yep. Can you?
I can.
Well, guess what? Sydney, I got news for you. Being able to read does not help your point. It actually hurts it.
Yeah, but can you read what's on your screen, though?
Yep, I can. Can you?
No, I can't read what's on your screen. I can't see what's on your screen. But anyway, this napkin religion. I think if you were to bring the napkin religion and Batman together, it would be a lot less harmful. In fact, it would be a lot less terrifying. Because, you know, Batman's funny and the napkin religion is based...
Batman's not funny. I don't know where you got that.
Excuse me?
I said I don't know where you got that because Batman is not funny.
You think Batman is not funny? Then why do you think people read Batman?
Because they like it.
Yeah, maybe Batman isn't funny. So, you think Batman's a shit disturber?
A what?
A shit disturber.
I have no idea what that is, Sydney.
Really? Jim? Jim!
Sydney, I have no idea what that is.
Jim, it doesn't matter that you know what it is or not, because we're going to talk about things that you do know about. But you do have to, you do have to please stop using machinery.
I want to give an advisor out to our viewers. Please do not be under the influence or use heavy machinery while you are under the influence of Sydney's hands. You may lose a finger or an eye. Thank you much.
That's one of them there safety things, ain't it, Juicy?
Oh yeah, we got to put
Gotta have
it
them
in.
safety things.
Yep, we got to put it in there to make sure that you're not going to encourage anybody to be.
You don't want, you know, Facebook or somebody coming back on you.
So,
Right.
so are you trying to say you don't want to answer my question?
Oh, hold on, one
I
caveat.
don't even know what the question was.
Oh, the question was, why do you have a symbol that says stay away from sex? Sex is bad.
I don't.
Sex is dangerous.
I don't have a symbol like that.
I see one on your screen. I'm sorry.
No, sir. That is stay away from homosexual sex.
What the hell's the difference? That's what I don't
I've
understand.
already explained that to you.
You never did. You said I should know it, but I don't.
Sir, I've already explained it. I've said it. I'm going to say it one last time. Homosexual sex is a perversion. Do you understand the terminology perversion?
No, I can't. I
We'll go
can't
look it
understand. I can't understand it in this context.
Well, you should.
That's your answer.
Perversion is outside of the intended nature. It's outside of the original design. Whoops, did I get the wrong one? Sure did. It's outside of the original design for which we are created.
Well, can I get a little bit more information, because I still don't understand what the difference is in you know, functionally.
Sydney, but if you are truly that stupid, I can't help you.
Well, honestly, do you have sex very often?
Sir, that's none of your business.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming yes.
Like I said, that would be none of your business.
Why? You focus on it a lot.
No, sir.
You just said straight pride. You said straight pride. Now, gay pride means...
Helping people understand that engaging in perverted behavior, which is exactly what homosexual sex is,
All right.
is terrible.
Okay, so if somebody says gay pride on their screen, it means that they are engaging in perverted sex.
I don't know about that, but I know they're trying to support something that is totally perverted.
So they might not be engaging in homosexual sex, they just might have it on their screen.
That's what I said, Sydney. I said I don't know.
So you have
homosexual sex. Sydney,
you have straight pride.
in homosexual sex, but if they've got gay pride on their screen, they are supporting something that is a complete perversion.
So what are you supporting with straight pride on your screen?
Straight pride? I'm supporting the way we were designed.
How's that? Like
God's created order.
Like missionary position sort of thing?
No, sir. It's not what I'm talking about.
How were we designed?
We were designed
Doggy style?
We were designed male and female.
I know, but the position,
and
doggy
for this
style.
reason, a man will leave his mother and father and cleave to his wife.
Yes, thank you.
That's what the scripture says.
I understand that. Now, is this doggy style or missionary style?
What the hell are you talking about?
The sex part of it, like the actual sex act.
Oh, you have no clue.
Yes, that's why. Is it a different one? No, there's a third choice.
You really don't get that much, do you?
How often does the Bible say you should actually have sex?
Why don't you go look it up?
Why don't you tell me?
Don't need to.
I'm asking you.
Go look it up.
Do you know?
Yep.
Do you follow the teachings of the Bible when it comes to pleasing your wife?
Sir, once again, that's not a subject that I'm going to talk to you about.
Can your wife, can we talk to Robert? I'd like to give her a little bit of a chat.
Right now, sir. She's out with her friends.
Can we make an appointment to talk to Robert, please?
No, sure can't.
Okay, well, we'll talk to her directly.
That's fine.
Okay.
You go right ahead for it, sir.
Can we really?
I'll tell her I'm not going to allow her to speak to you. How's that?
Why?
You guys really like that.
Not at all. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Why would you do that?
I'm kidding, Sydney.
I'm heartbroken. All right, no problem. We're all banned from Mrs. Christian Hillbilly. I like the fact that you call her Robin. That's very kinky.
Well, that's her name.
Alrighty, whatever you say.
Well, that is her name.
Okay, you don't have to explain. It's quite okay. No one's asking.
Well, good. I'm glad of that. Now.
So, no sex for straight people. Wow. That really sucks.
No, that says no sex for homosexual people. Matter of fact, it doesn't even say no sex. It just says no homosexual coupling. Homosexual.
In other words, okay.
Homosexuality is a perversion.
How many ways are there to homosexually couple?
Do what?
How many ways are there to do this perversion?
Whatever ways there are.
How many possibilities are there?
It doesn't matter. Why focus on how many ways to screw something up? Why not focus on the one way to do it right?
Well, tell me what's the one way to do it right. I'm trying to get this out of you, but you keep on evading me.
I'm not evading you at all, sir.
Well, all you're doing is giving the world a picture of your ass.
There is one way to do things correctly when it comes to God, when it comes to the way God created us, when it comes to understanding that we are created beings in the image of God, male and female.
How does God want you to have sex?
Yes, He created it for us.
How does He want you to have sex? Missionary position or...
Sir, that is none of your business.
But I want to know how to do it right.
Look it up.
Come on, Jim, help me out.
Look it up.
What do you mean look it up? When are we going to look it up? You're the expert. You're the preacher. 30 years old. 30 years of you telling people how to have sex and you want me to look it up.
Let's see here now. Got that. Okay.
I'd like to bring in some outside help here. I think Christian Hillbilly owes it to me to tell me what heterosexual sex is, or even to tell me what homosexual sex is and how it differs.
Fine.
Run away, Jim. Run away. Go on.
Oh, what's going on with the convo? Yeah, you still there?
I'm here. I don't know what happened to Jim. He sort of disappeared out of the picture
I'm
once
gonna get some water. I gotta get my glass. Be right back.
Oh, I see. So what do you make? What do you make of this straight pride don't have sex kind of stuff he's got going on here?
I think Jim is just jealous that he can't engage in that type of coitus. Jealous of him.
I'm just wondering if he still has heterosexual sex. And he knows that gay people always have sex. They never stop. Maybe he's kind of messed up about that.
Yeah, he's jealous.
He's jealous. That's a good one, yes. That's what I think. I think he's jealous.
We need to get Kazum over here. Do you have anybody to invite Kazum?
Is Kazum available?
Kazum is always available.
Oh, I'll get right on.
All right.
Jimbo!
What's up?
Hey, I do want to tell our viewers that you are a trained professional when it comes to woodworking.
That's right. I'm a trained professional. I've been married for, oh my gosh, the majority of my life. And I'm also a trained woodworker that knows how to use tools. See, I've got 3 or 4 of my fingers left.
You really should not use that table. That table is an open table. That is not safe. It can unhinge and you can be using a couple fingers. Yo, Jimbo, your mic is muted. You muted yourself, Jimbo, or Google did. Can't hear you.
Yeah, I meant to. This is one of my Jesus fish I did here recently.
Didn't Dan say that he wanted you to make him a cross?
I never heard that. But then again, I didn't hear a lot that he said.
Who is Dan?
Yeah, who is Dan?
Dan was somebody that was in the chat last night who was claiming to be a Christian, but was openly and flamingly homosexual. You cannot be both. That's like saying you're a Christian murderer, or you're a Christian adulterer, or a Christian pedophile. It doesn't work.
Well, how are you going to stop people from having this homosexual sex?
I don't stop them at all.
You just put up a sign there. You said, no, no, no.
Yep, that's exactly right. I preach the truth, but I can't stop anybody from doing anything.
No sex between these two symbols.
No sex between homosexuals. No
sex between
marriage.
These two symbols.
Homosexuality is bad. I don't know how many other times you want me to put it out there, but the fact is again, sex is to be enjoyed only between a loving husband and wife who are loving and committed to each other and loving and committed to the next generation.
So you don't enjoy sex?
Absolutely, I do.
How often? And I'm asking you for guidelines that the Bible gives you. I'm not asking you
Well, go look
personal
them up.
questions.
I don't have to give you nothing.
Exactly. I'm not asking you for
Good.
personal
I'm glad you're not.
information. I just want to understand through you how you live your life and what the Bible tells you about things like everyday stuff. So
No
that's all I'm
problem.
doing.
I just did, so you're done.
Why are you being so coy about everything?
I'm not being coy about anything. I simply told you.
You simply told me to go and look it up.
Yep, I did.
Well, then you're simply an asshole.
Whatever. Okay.
So, are you going to help us out here?
Whatever.
Are you going to help us out with scripture or not?
I did. I pointed you to the Bible.
No, I want you to help us out with scripture from the Bible that you know.
No.
Oh, no.
You want to know why?
Yeah.
Because you haven't got the initial concept of marriage down.
You haven't explained it to me.
You don't understand the concept of relationships. You don't understand that homosexuality is a perversion. Excuse me. Until we get past that point, there's no sense in moving on.
Well, then we'll never move on, I'm afraid.
Exactly.
Sorry,
right. That's what I think, too.
You'll just be left behind.
Yep, you'll be left behind.
I think, I don't think you can correct me on this, but I think that you have homosexual thoughts and fantasies.
Yes. You think whatever you want, Sydney. I still don't like you like that.
You answered yes. No, that's fine.
Sydney, you think whatever you want. I still do not like you like that.
I didn't say you had to like
ain't
me.
happening, buddy.
I'm not saying you fantasize
So
about
just
me.
go ahead
actually,
and
although
head
that would
your
be very
little
flattering.
homosexual butt on down the street.
What's going on down your street?
I said, I'm not going to go down that path with you, sir. I do not fancy you in that fashion. I'm going to tell you straight up that homosexuality is a sin. It is a perversion. It always will be. And you need to get your desires in order because I ain't going to do that.
Okay.
Hey, Jim, I think that you do fantasize about it, though. You've already said that you're Batman and your wife is Robin, and Robin's actually a boy in the comic series.
That's right.
Yeah, in the series, sure is.
That's right. So what's going on there, Freudian?
Got nothing to do with my life.
What does she have? What tattoo does she have?
None.
Well, that's not fair.
Oh, she's got a picture of a nun. No, I'm kidding. No, she has no tattoos whatsoever. She's always been afeared to do it.
Afeared.
She, even though after having 3 babies, C-section, she is afraid of pain.
3 baby C-section?
Yep. Yippers!
How many of them were yours?
None of them, no.
Oh?
No, Sydney, we have a blended family. I told you that.
Blended. Well, so you have like a polyamorous type of... You and 2 wives live together,
Once
right?
again, Sydney, come on, wake up and smell the coffee.
All right, you and 2 wives live together, correct?
No, sir, that does not work. That is.
Well, you just said you didn't.
That
you
is a sin. God told us 1 man, 1 woman. That's it.
Right. Now you said you weren't the father of either of those children, so that 1 man, 1 woman thing kind of doesn't work.
Sir, I have not always been Robin's husband.
That's what I'm saying.
Say otherwise, but
so
that's unfortunately.
Robin had a 1 man, 1 woman thing going with somebody else.
Yes, she was married previously.
So with the one man, one woman rule, didn't you both break it?
Nope. Actually, our spouses did. Her husband committed adultery.
Don't
My
blame.
wife committed adultery.
No, I don't accept that.
Well, I don't care whether you do or not, because the Bible says, Sydney, the Bible says, except for adultery, you are to not get a divorce. God hates divorce, but He also understands that sometimes relationships are broken because of sexual infidelity.
You're pathetic.
No, sir, not at all.
You just said it's between a one man and one woman, and then you come up with this little piddly excuse. Oh, except for adultery.
It is. God does not want that.
No, I'm sorry. That you're projecting. You're
no,
escaping.
Sir, I'm not.
You're
God
scapegoating.
does not want us.
You're scapegoating.
Does not want that for us, because He knows how painful and how horrific that is.
Wrong.
No, what ends up happening
I'm sorry.
He understands that when it happens, that sometimes people cannot fix the relationship.
Yeah, I'm scapegoating, and I will repeat that 1,000,000 times.
Let's see. Where is my tape?
Don't worry about your tape. Just worry about telling the truth.
I am telling the truth, sir.
No, you're not.
How would you know?
You just admitted it, my friend.
No. What is your basis for truth?
Your premise.
Well, sir, if I'm telling you that I'm telling you the truth, then you have no other basis for saying that I'm telling you something that is untrue.
Yes, I do. But you told me.
What would that be, sir? That would be your freaking opinion.
You gave me a premise.
Bible too. It's called Second Opinions, chapter Sydney.
Okay, you gave me a premise.
Go look it up.
You gave me a premise.
Oh, look it up, Sydney.
You gave me a premise based on your.
Sydney, go look it up.
You gave me a premise based on your.
I gave you a premise, and that is one man, one woman. That's the way God designed us to be. Does that mean that we don't sin? Does that mean that we don't have problems?
You have to allow me to talk.
It means quite the opposite, Sydney.
Christian
it means
Hillbilly.
we do have problems in this world.
You have to allow me to talk, Christian Hillbilly. You have to allow me to talk. Thank you so much. You're so polite. Now, Christian Hillbilly, please, I'll let you carry on talking, and I'll let you leave of your own accord. Sorry, everybody. I just had to do that. We'll just have to leave that there.
Show's over.
Show's over, everybody. Christian Hillbilly.